All right, all right, all right, all right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we start off with the second evaluation race for Season 4 of Aero Racing League. This is Grid 1. Welcome, everyone. We will start in around 2 minutes. Drivers of different kinds of pace tonight. This is, of course, an evaluation race, which makes it that we still have to divide everyone into tiers. But that will happen after this, because this is just to establish the pace of everyone, hence vehicle damage is off as well. Let me see if everybody is in the lobby. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 people. That should be almost everyone. We got some supporters in chat. Very nice. Getting messages, one sec. I need to invite somebody again. There we go. One last person to join really soon here. And if I've sent out that invite, then we'll get going when he's in a car. So yeah, no allocated cars today. I do know that Ponage Town and X-Pythons, aka Rossi, will probably be both in a party and will be doing their strategy together, hence they're probably in a team because they know each other. Raced with them quite a few times. It'll be interesting to see if people will be running the same strategy. Just wait for Topher88 to join. So yeah, as we almost get going here, we have had a rapid or a big increase in signups. for this season. Hence, we're running 2 grids tonight and 1 grid last Tuesday. So that bodes really well for the season. Let me see. We got there we go. Topher is in. Well then, I'd say ready up, everyone. There we go. Session starts in 26 seconds, unless everybody ready's up. And good luck, everyone. Short qualifying first, which is like, I think, 18 minutes, if I'm correct. Everyone get their fastest time in. Weather is set to dry, so we don't have any stupid, things happening. We got a nice little track map, courtesy of last game's edition. Let's see who comes out first. Everybody picking the setups probably. Wondering who's gonna run more wing to get better better sectors in Sector 2 and Sector 3. Or who's gonna run the infamous 2-2 wings. Courtesy of El Truco, who sadly can't be with us tonight because of some technical problems. But he was the one that ran 2-2 wings on most tracks, and the straight line speed was just too overpowered. As we wait with 18 people in the lobby, I see a Renault coming out. There it is. And Golden Pants is the first one out. First one out on track. That's interesting. Usually a lot more people coming through Eau Rouge onto the Camel Straight. Immediately on the softs, not even doing a banker lap on the mediums. Interesting. Alright, we've got another supporter, Techno B. Techno B is not out on track at the moment. We've got Matthias and the Racing Point of Rohawks at the moment, close to each other. Probably gonna take some time. In the meantime, Golden Pants is coming up to Blanchimont, about to start his lap. Almost everybody's out on track right now. Just a few people in the pits. And of course, everybody wants that first pole position of the season. And there we go. Golden Pants starts his lap. Braking for turn 1. Ooh, goes a little bit wide. Is that an invalid? It is not an invalid lap. Wow. That is interesting. I did not expect that to be a valid lap still. And as you can see on the track map, it is really, really busy in the bus stop chicane. Well. I mean, you can be a little bit more kind, you know? You could be a little bit more kind to the Renault. People are only trying, you know? In the meantime, Golden Pans is going through the second sector. Almost into the third, will be the first one to set a proper lap in this session. Of course, a purple second sector, I mean, it's the first one to set a full lap. That's not German, it's Dutch. And what is the time gonna be? A 1:47. Very interesting. It's probably a banker lap. Let's see, who is the next one to come across the line? A 1:42.9. Very, ooh. And Stan with a 42.8. That is coming really close to the pole position time in the Tuesday grid. Very, very good. And we see Jamie joining. Maybe he's finally fixed his internet. Let us see who is on a lap right now. Rossi has not set a lap yet. Will he be impeded on his lap? Maybe. He's coming up to the Williams. Oh, and he validated his lap. Ooh. I know it's dumb, but I was saying it in English. Yeah, the black Mercedes will come in the next patch, actually, Racer X. We've had confirmation that livery updates will come, as well as, I think, performance upgrades, but I don't know that for sure. But the black Mercedes is definitely coming next patch. So, soon, TM. And Pythons goes into the pits. Here we have Sam, or Hugh Sam, on the lap most likely. Can he get the most out of that slipstream of the McLaren? Oh, and he goes onto the grass. And he invalidated his lap. What a shame. What a shame. Zhao Zhao going on his second lap, I think. Interesting. And Shavs with a 45.6 on the mediums. What can he do later on in the on the softs? This is probably Zhao Zhao's second flying lap, as he probably invalidated his first one. This game is really strict on the track limits, and in this league we set our track limits too strict because, well, don't want you running off, gaining time off track. But it's really strict, and we saw Tuesday people were racking up the penalties. It's going to be interesting to see today, as we see both Mercedes cars on an out lap right now. Town just starting his lap. We'll switch over to him soon. Right now, actually, because Zhao Zhao went to the pits. Here comes Town through Eau Rouge, nice and smooth, onto the Camel Straight. He's hitting 230, 233, maybe 4. running a decent amount of wings, but not that much because, well, 330 Ks is still pretty substantial. Taking nice outside curve on that. Very nice. Now, will he run wide on the corner with no name and invalidate? He did not invalidate. Ooh, very lucky. As he rounds the second sector. Not a purple sector. Coming up to Blanchimont. A little bit of line. Now into the best stop. Is he gonna outbrake himself? No. Very nice, very smooth. Oh, and he goes 6th fastest. Very nicely done. Let's see, we got Rossi who is on a lap. Let's just go on board with him. A nice early upshift. Can you keep it tight around this corner? Not run wide in the no-name corner. As we see that most cars in the top 11 are out on track again. Probably for their second out of the 3 runs. Or if they're going to do 2 runs for their last run. Running low on his ERS drive though. Will he make it to the end without running out? Has he used a little bit too much overtake? I think he just ran out, but he goes 7th fastest, only a 10th of his teammate Ponishtown. And by the looks of it, Ston is on a lap again. Yep, there he goes through Eau Rouge onto the Camel Straight. On a lap, he did not activate DRS. Probably invalidated, so it's running really slow. Dougie do and King David going first with a gap almost 3/10. That is a little bit of a glitch. Okay. Hugh Sam now on the lap. Or not. Let's see who is on a lap. Rohawks was on a lap, but he invalidated. As he goes into the pits. Now we see Matthias. Is he going into the pits as well? No, he's not. Is he gonna improve on his time? Or is he just starting a lap? Probably just starting a lap, so let's stay on board with him. Rounding through the first corner. Going up to the oh so famous Eau Rouge. Let's compare his top speed to, say, Ponishtown, whom hit 233 Ks. So Matthias didn't get there as quickly, so it probably runs a little bit more wing, which will be interesting to see. in the race itself. It's really close, by the way, if you look at 5th, 6th and 7th. Barely 8 hundredths of a second. Oh, Maxim. Now slotting in between Doogie Dude and Stan. Oh, and Matthias had a purple second sector, probably because he has a little bit more wing. Let's see if he can keep this up through Blanchimont and the bus stop. Where would he slot in? He needs to win 5/10, a little bit over 5/10 in order to get that infamous pole position. And he goes 5th fastest, improves by only a 10th. Very nicely done. And there goes Stan just out of the pits. Let's see, Osvaldo Romeo. Just seen that Ponage Town started another lap. Let's see what he can do. People saying nice out of the way. Very good. I forgot to even tell everyone to stay out of the way on hot laps and everything, but you know, people know how it goes. Rossi on his outlap slotting in behind his teammate Ponage Town. Oh, and Ponage is invalidated. What a shame. What a shame. Gives way for the other car. Will he do another lap? I mean, he'll have to. He can't go into the pits again. There's not enough time. And I think that Stan is about to go on a lap. Hey up, he's just coming to Blanchimont again. Let's see, can he improve by... If he improves by 3/10, he'll have pole. He's oh so close. Oh, I think Stan might be running the same amount of wings as Ponage, or somewhat close, because they were hitting the same top speed. Looking very tight through there. Taking exactly the right amount of curb on the inside and the outside. Let's see his sector 2 time. Will it be purple? It is purple. Oh, this is getting exciting. Going up to Blanchimont, and these cars, so much downforce, it's technically not a lift. Full throttle, 320 Ks. Don't outbrake yourself. Very nicely done. Quick upshift, DRS open, and oh, what a lap from Stan. Going a 42.3. Very nicely done, very nicely done. That is, as far as I know, the quickest time currently in all evaluation grids. So job well done. Very well done. And time is up. So we'll go and watch Max Sun, because he is still on a lap. And he's in third fastest as Hugh Sam slots into third place. Let me just see what the pole time in the other lobby was a 42.2. Interesting. So the top guys are really close. That is very nice. And even the guys further at the bottom, say Shabs and Abby. Oh, and as I say that, Abby Rec improves on his time, now slotting into 12th position, as everyone has finished their lap. Everyone is either finished or going into the pits. Don't know what happened to Oswaldo Romeo. He did not set a lap. Interesting. Why is the car of Xiao Zhao going out of the pits? That's interesting. But GG Stan, congrats on the pole position by 4/10. Job well done. And there you have it, Stan and King David on the front rows. Hugh Sam and Maxon on the second row, Dougie Dude and Matthias on the third row, then Rohex and Ponish Town, Pythons and Larry round out your top 10. As we see some gaps, some really close, especially around top 10. The gap between third place and 10th is only half a second, so that is just really tight. That's going to be a really close race. Keep in mind we do have a formation lap, so we're going to do that first. Everybody gets to warm up their tires, wear their tires a little bit, and hopefully should be good. Damage is off, so everybody can do the total amount of laps. Otherwise, other people might crash out and we won't get a clear view of how and what they would do. Alright. Lap data, telemetry. Let me see. Interesting, everybody's starting on the mediums except for Topher, Oswaldo, and Jamie. We got a 19 driver grid, so almost a full grid. And Technobeat probably has... Yep, there was some contact there. That's why they were disqualified. Ooh. That is not the way you want to start your formation lap. See people getting up there nicely, warming up their tires. Stan running away a little bit. You'll probably have to wait at the start. Already taking it calm. The predicted pit stop strategy, powered by AWS. Soft to hard or soft to soft. Who's gonna pick the 2-stop and who is gonna pick the 1-stop? That'll be interesting to see. I don't know what the time difference is, but that's the predicted strategy. It'll be interesting to see who goes on who. And seeing as how Oswaldo, Jamie, and Topher are all three on the mediums, they're probably going to do the medium soft soft or medium soft depending on how good they are with tire wear. So we at least have some difference in strategy. And of course, top 10 starts on their qualifying tires, whereas 11 through 19 start on fresh softs. So they'll be able to run a little bit longer or have a little bit more pace towards the end of their stint. Thank you. Thank you. It's my first time commentating actually. I'm admin in the league, and I wanted to see what everyone was doing, or how everyone was doing, how clean everyone was racing, etc. So that's why I said, well, we don't have a commentator yet, so why shouldn't I? So here we are. Let's see, what is a nice overview? This seems to be a nice view of the grid. Do I have one of the... this is not as great as this one. This is much better. Alright. And we have 5 red lights. And lights out and away we go. That took quite a while. But here we are. Stan had a good launch. Hugh Sam as well. And ooh, there's a little bit of contact there. There's a Renault going not that great. Oswaldo has a great start. Going up through a Rouge. I don't know who's going through it for the win actually. It was so close in qualifying. Anything can happen, and Maxson has a really... Hugh Sam has fallen away a little bit as Dougie Dude sends an attack down the inside. And Matthias tries it down around the outside. Who has got the more pace? Still side by side. A little bit of contact. Still side by side, going through the corner with no name. Who's gonna back out? Neither of them are, but Dougie Dude's gonna come out on top. What a move, what a battle. As we see King David coming a little bit closer, I'll keep an eye on that. So far it looks like Stan has a great getaway. And something happened to Rossi, because he's in 19th, and probably starting to go that well. As we switch to King David, as he's coming really close to Stan. Can he launch an attack? DRS, keep in mind, is not going to be enabled yet. Thank you, Ishmael. DRS is not yet enabled, but he is close. Can he do it through the Camel Straight? Is the slipstream good enough as with the overtake as Matthias gets a 3-second penalty? Around the outside, as Stan breaks late, or David backs out, either way. This is a really great. Ooh, did I see a little bit of a lock up there from Stan? Saw some smoke. Predicted pit stop strategy has changed. Soft to medium or soft to hard. That'll be really interesting. Soft to medium would be preferable because the mediums are quicker, but they would fall off quicker. So it'll be interesting. We'll see pit stops at around lap 7. So we gotta wait a little. Stan at a better second sector, and the gap is now bigger. But Matthias is now. Oh, Matthias spun. Oh. That is not great. He spun quite a bit. Oh, what happened to Dougie? King David has spun as well. What is going on? And now Maxon is in second position. He capitalized on that greatly as Dougie Dude locks up. Will he be able to do something up on the Camel Straight today? If he has a good run through Eau Rouge, he might be able to. That looks like a great run. He's already winning so much time. Already side by side. Yeah, I mean, King David probably did a little bit of a Spinala. Oh, what happened to Maxon? He spun. I did not see because I was looking at chat. I'm great. Oswaldo and Ibirek now. Going at it. Zeker. Stan is winning at the moment, yes. He's pulling away. He's doing great. Oh, Oswaldo. It's a little bit too much contact. Spinala is everywhere. I mean, it's the eval race, so it's fine. But obviously you don't want to spin. But Oswaldo coming from 18th position up into 7th already on the medium, so he'll be able to run much longer into the race. Probably till lap 15 or something before he has to pit. Will he be able to do something through Blanchimont into the bus stop chicane? Maybe a little bit of a late dive, aka a Danny Rick style braking zone. Or is he just too far away? Probably just too far away. As Dougie Dude sends the quickest lap time. As Matthias goes by his teammate. Both having DRS now. And he sends one down the inside. Oh, a little bit of a lockup. Still side by side. As Hugh gets a 3-second time penalty. Let's go on board with Shabs. Pondage Town overtook him just before Eau Rouge. And now he has he both don't have DRS? Oh, he had DRS, but he already closed it. Very nice move again. Top speed overpowered. As Stan gets, well, further and further away. Almost a 2-second gap now. If we look at the leader of the gaps, still top 10 within 20 seconds of the leader. Doing pretty good. So lots of trains. See if Ponich can close that gap again to Shabs. And King David, who was looking so strong, is fighting his way back after through the field after his Spinala. He is in Vettel's car, actually, Ishmael, so it is very Vettel-esque. And wow, the McLarens were still side by side through there. And just a straight line speed. And as Matthias gets a penalty, there's lots and lots of penalties today. Let's see if... Oh, there's a little bit of contact there, which offsets the car a little bit, which will get the McLaren a good run, I think. Battle for P6. Never been this close. Oh, Ravi has 0% ERS. He's been using too much of that overtake. That can be really, really bad. And there you can see it. Maxon overtook him. Maxon only on 13%. And King David comes out on top on the ERS game with almost 30%. With Aura really, really low. Did not expect that. Let's go over to Topher, because that looks to be feisty. They are really close. Topher on the mediums. Whereas Godem Pans and... Oh! Rossi... Trying it on the outside. What a move! And it sticks! Let's just check really quickly. Both really equal on overtake. But Godem Pans has more overtake. Will he use it? Oh, as they go past Topher, who made a little bit of a mistake, I think. Oh, and there he makes a mistake again. Oh, and what a crash! He's off. Oh, and Topher retired. Well, he retired on his own. The pit window is open for the soft runners, as you can see. What happened to Ponage Town? He probably had a little bit of a moment himself, as it was just right up AB Rex gearbox, but now and Stan is slowly pulling away. 2.5 seconds of a gap now. As we go and look at Abbey Rec again, because that is a really, really nice train he's got there. As there's a Red Bull off track as well as a Williams. Probably collided. See if Matthias can do something. Oh, 3 wide? Are you sure? Oh, and the racing point is off. Rohogs with a Spinala. Oh, and Oswaldo has a little bit of spin. Aye. That's not what you want to see. As Hugh Sam is the first guy to pit onto the mediums, is already out of the pits again. Where is he going to end up? Just in front of his teammate. What a pit stop. Don't know how quick it was, but that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Two teammates battling it out, Ponage Town and Rossi. And the gap to the leader coming down a little bit. 2.1 seconds right now. And then the gap to Shabs is quite substantial. Closest battle on track is currently with the two Mercedes drivers. Normally, in another league, they're not teammates. Far from it. Yes, Stan is looking fast. But so is Dougie Dude, because, well, he's keeping up. Just had a little bit of a rough start, where he was already 2 seconds behind quite quick after the start. Yeah, Stan is looking quick. I mean, he set pole by 3/10, so that was quite a convincing pole already. For sure is, Dougie Dude is an ALR veteran. And he's back. He's got a steward position now as well, because he is a veteran and he's done it before, so that's all good. Glad to see he's back in the wheel, back behind the wheel, and he's doing pretty good. Might even get top tier at this rate, looking at how he's performing. Same for Stan. Can Rossi make a pass with the DRS, or is Ponich gonna defend? Oh, Ponich comes from really late, but Rossi, well done. What a move. That's what we like to see. Let's go to King David. Golden Pants actually lost a little bit of time. Oswaldo. Wait. Interesting. So, at this point in time, let's look at the position changes. Shabs up 10 positions as Stan. First driver, first place goes into the pits, as well as Dougie Dude, slotting in right behind him. Let's see, how quick is his pit's gonna be? Was pretty smooth. Let's see for Dougie Dude. Oh, a very good stop for Dougie Dude as well. Shabs is coming into the pits, and there goes Hugh Sam. Has his undercut paid off. Where does he slot in? He's around 3 seconds behind. 2 seconds now. And Dougie Dude had a good pit stop compared to Stan. Made up around 3/10, 4/10. As King David gets a penalty. There's lots of penalties that have been dished out already. We're only 9 laps in. But if I look at the race director and look at Stan, he has only got 1 warning. He's doing really well as Dougie Dude. They're both on only 1 warning, which means that they're currently not on a penalty. As everybody almost is now on the mediums. As Oswaldo goes onto the hards. Very interesting choice. I did not expect him to do that. Yes, he was coming from the back, but that is interesting. A little bit of a log up from Dougie. Let's look at Rossi. He's pretty close behind Abby. After the pit stops, he gained a little bit of time. Oh, close in the bus stop. He gets a good exit. Is he gonna hang behind? There's a yellow sector. There's a So Ferrari, that's off. Probably just spun on the curb right there. As you see Rossi now heading up to Eau Rouge in the slipstream, but 30 air. Already winning a little bit. Almost already side by side, and DRS hasn't even kicked in. Really low on ERS though. Looking at Abi, he's on 0%. ERS management not the greatest for both of these drivers. Rossi already getting a clear gap of a second after his move. Very nicely done. So we switch now to Dynamo in the Williams updated livery, by the way. For the person who asked about the black Mercedes, well, they didn't get that done in time, but it will come soon. And the Williams was already done. So that livery is in the game. But we see Ponage Town coming closer now. Half a second, closest gap on the field right now. Only a tenth. As Max Sun gets a penalty. Oh, and side by side through Blanchimont. Wow, almost without contact. That was really nicely done. And what a nice and late break from Ponage. And he got the move well done, but now we got Eau Rouge and the Camel Straight. Will Ponage have the straight line speed to be able to get that Williams from Dynamo? So everybody has seemed to get into their pace, to their race pace. So we look at the gaps to the leader. Dougie Dude is slowly catching up Stun, so we will switch to that soon. Then the gaps have started to form after the pit stops. As Jamie coming from last place on 0 laps old medium, so he just pitted. He's only in 6th, so his first stint went pretty well. There you go, there you can see it. Dougie Dude, up 3 places from the start. I think there's a glitch with Jamie because it shows us 0 laps. He hasn't made a stop yet. Something ain't right. And Ponage Town pulling away very, very clearly now. Through that middle sector. Probably had the pace. Oh, and Ponage Town now doing it again. A few seasons ago in PSGL, another league, he was in 2nd place, and there's a video floating out there, and he and 1st place both spun out in the last corner. It was hilarious to see, but he almost did it again. Let's look at Dougie Dude and his point of view. You can see the Red Bull of Stun, which always helps if you can see the car in front of you. Now that is something you can aim for. At least he's not in no man's land. Dougie Dude though, yellow fuel, so it might be a little bit low on fuel. His ERS is only 27%, whilst Stun is at 35% and no fuel warning yet. So he's definitely managing a little bit better. You can definitely see that Dougie Dude is pushing really hard to get close to stun, to get it back into that slipstream. %, versus 40%. As we go to Matthias and Ravi. Going through Eau Rouge. They kept becoming smaller and smaller. 0% ERS though. Abby has really got some trouble with his ERS. And the overtake button from Matthias is probably keeping him at bay right now. Yellow flag in sector 2. That is a Ferrari. Another Spinella. And the Haas of Shavs is almost gonna... Oh, King David spun again. Oh, his race is not going well. He's got the pace, but he's spinning quite a bit. Now Ken Shabs, who has way more ERS. Oh! And there goes King David again. What a weird crash. Wow. Almost took out Shabs, but quick reaction time saved him. And that is a 4th place for Shabs at the moment. As we look to see if Jamie can have a little bit of an attack through here. His first corner wasn't the greatest. As King David now comes up behind him to go through Eau Rouge. He kept becoming a little bit bigger actually. Maxon probably using his ear overtake. Yes, he is. Maxon has the advantage of having more ERS. And what about King David? He has more ERS than Jamie as well. As we see a train form now. Rossi just coming into the mix as well. Jamie falling off a little bit to Maxon. Oh, and King David had an off. Or actually that was a dive. Jamie had an off. And Rossi taking full advantage of the situation. Has a great run. Is he going to try it on the outside? Yes, he is. King David has to back out even though he had a great run. Oh, and Jamie goes into the pits. Those are his starting mediums. So he is going to drop down the order a little bit. But it will be on the softs for the duration of the race. Now King David on Rossi. DRS and slipstream OP, everybody always says around this track, and yes, that is true. As Zhao Zhao gets another penalty. King David barely gets by, barely. Whom has 40%, whilst Rossi has 10% ERS, so King David can really defend way more with his overtake button. Oh, King David gets another penalty. I mean, I don't know how how much a penalty Rossi has, but 3 seconds if you're this close is not great. As Ponish gets another. Wow. And Rossi falls off a little bit. King David's pace is definitely good, but he just consistency not really there. Bonage Town having a great through the wow, I can do words, I swear. Bonage Town had a great exit through the bus stop. T1 wasn't the best though. It's only on 8% over 8% ERS versus the 6% of Abbey. I mean, they've met their match. Both no ERS. Oh, words definitely are hard, yes. Let us go check in with our leader as the race comes a little bit more, settles a little bit more. Comfortably in the lead, setting a fastest lap on those 7 lap mediums. The mediums are probably coming alive right now. Oh, and Dougie Dude in the background could be seen. Let's see, Dougie Dude really has no ERS to push anymore. Looking at gaps to the leader, we've got 2 people that have been lapped this far. Oh, rip Oswaldo. Dougie Duke though, getting a little bit more of that time back. 1/6, probably a little bit of a mistake from Stun, which cost him quite dearly. Lost him a third of his lead. Yes, I probably will be racing, but I'll just have to do my time trials. I haven't done that many things on the game. I've done a few 25% races, but not that much else. I need to practice a little bit. Would have been busy with work and other games, so yeah, probably should start practicing, you know. Oh, and Stan's back up to 2.4 seconds, so probably got a little bit more top speed than Dougie Dude. And Dougie Dude probably got a little bit more wings for those middle sectors. Let's see if there's something interesting going on. Oh, Abi, who is struggling so much every time with his ERS. Now gets passed by Jamie on fresh softs. It's a little bit of a glitch in the game, but he actually pitted 4 laps ago. And there's... Oh, King David is spun again. How many is that? Is that 5 now? Or Jamie and Abby? Jamie keeps the position on his fresh, reasonably fresh softs. In the end, it all comes down to how... I don't know, maybe... I mean, we can invent the Spinala of the day reward. I mean, why not? Let's, for this evaluation race, we'll have a Spinala of the day as well as a driver of the day. Jamie, though, going strong on those soft media, and the soft, this new softs. Doing very nicely after he disconnected. Probably is running on a default setup as well, because he didn't get in because of his internet died, and he joined mid-quali. So we switch back to our leader, who hasn't made a big mistake yet. And every small mistake he's had, he made up. Whereas the guy behind him made a little bit of a mistake as well. Still managing his ERS really well. Whilst Duggy Dude is really pushing, and you can see that because he ate 6/10 out of Stan's lead. But as soon as the ERS is empty, Stan just comes right back up and takes it away. The only time Stan has lost the lead in this race is in the pits, where he lost it to Dougie Dude having a later pit box, where it's a hard. The rest of the time, Stan has led the race. As Hugh Sam hits, that is interesting. Did he... Oh, he had a free pit stop to Max Sun, who is now only 3 seconds away, but he's on the soft, so he'll probably want that fastest lap of the race. Very interesting call. Very interesting call. When he comes around, he's got high ERS as well. He is definitely going for that fastest lap. We'll watch him when he goes for his fastest lap. Just a little look on board with Dougie. You can see the left car in front. And he can see Stan inching closer and closer. And Stan has 50% ERS, was Dougie Dude. This one has only 10%. Not a lot, 10%. A little bit of a lockup as well. As Jamie gets another 3-second penalty. As Shabs leaves the session, probably his internet that lagged out. Because he's in 5th, he was doing really well. Does that allow for Rossi to be able to get onto him? I don't know. Let's watch Hugh as he goes for the fastest lap in the race. Xiao Xiao goes off. Very, very tight. Very nice. I did not see if he had a purple for a sector, I missed that. The leader, Stan, going on to the final lap. I don't think the 1.6 seconds will be enough. Yes, just about to see if Hugh had fastest lap. There it is, fastest lap of the race. Of course we're going to spectate Stan. He's on the final lap of the race. In the lead for 99%, only for a split 2 seconds. He wasn't in the lead. But yeah, if you're getting past... Oh, King David going for has the fastest lap now. Basically leading from start to finish with no real mistakes, being really, really consistent. It all comes down to the fact if Stan has a penalty or not, and or if Dougie has one or not. If he does, he could lose the win. If he does not, he'll win Eval Race 2. And there he goes. Comes up to the finish line to cross the line in first. There comes Dougie. He had a penalty. So congrats Stan on winning the race. Really, really well done. Super consistent. Led from pole. Job well done. Job well done, Hugh. So Max, and then we see Rossi coming across the line, and he does not lose a position. Shabs, even though he disconnected, still in 7th. Ponage Town coming across the line. How many seconds plus will it be because of penalties? Plus 4.4, so Rowe had quite a lot of penalties. Side by side, and King David gets him probably on penalties. Let's see here. Oh, and Abby gets Jamie on penalties. Jamie had quite a few penalties then. And Dynamo jumps 2 places. GG. Well done. Congratulations to Stan for winning this race. And driver of the day is Jamie. Of course, because he won the most positions. And yeah. Spinala of the day, of course. As Ismail requested, is King David. Well done. Well done. Now I need to check all the lap times of everyone before it continues, because we gotta have those for our archives. Sadly, we don't have any podium interviews today because, well, it's only an evaluation race. But yeah, it was a great race to watch. Not gonna lie, very fun. It was not. It was definitely not boring. Great battles all around, throughout the whole race. Sadly, I did not get everyone's lap times, but hey ho. Alright, well, that was it for tonight. I hope you all have enjoyed, and congrats again to Stan for winning it. And I will see you all the next time.